Well, the time might be coming for people of conviction to make a choice: your faith or your job, or maybe your spot on the U.S. women's soccer team. For the Colson Center, I'm John Stonestreet. This is Breakpoint. Recently, the U.S. women's soccer team thumped Thailand 13-0 in the Women's World Cup. Look, it got ugly, and it led to criticism. Some felt that the American ladies wrongly ran up the score and that their goal celebrations were a bit over the top. Well, whether that criticism is just or unjust, you can't blame the best left back in U.S. women's soccer. That's because Jaelene Hinkle wasn't on the pitch during the multiple celebrations. In fact, she's not even on the team. Hinkle's saga began back in 2015 after the Supreme Court decision legalizing same-sex marriage. Hinkle posted the following on Instagram: "I believe with every fiber in my body that what was written 2,000 years ago in the Bible is undoubtedly true. The world may change, but Christ and His Word never will." As you can imagine, this made Hinkle a marked woman, especially among soccer fans who identified as LGBT. Then, in 2017, Hinkle chose to withdraw from the national team rather than to wear a U.S. team jersey sporting rainbow numbers in order to celebrate gay pride. Hinkle explained her decision. "I just felt so convicted in my spirit that it wasn't my job to wear this jersey. I gave myself 3 days to seek and pray and determine what God was asking me to do in this situation. If I never get another national team call up again, then that's just part of His plan, and that's okay. Maybe this is why I was meant to play soccer, to show other believers to be obedient." Well, her obedience came at a price. Playing for the North Carolina Courage team in the Women's National Soccer League, Hinkle is the recipient of boos and jeers almost every time she touches the ball. And in the run-up to this year's Women's World Cup, U.S. coach Jill Ellis invited Hinkle to try out for the team. After 3 days of workouts, Ellis, who's gay and married to her lesbian partner, cut Hinkle, citing footballing reasons. Well, many were skeptical that the best women's fullback in the country, something even her pro-LGBT critics call her, isn't good enough to play on the U.S. Women's World Cup team. According to SB Nation's Kim McCauley, who, by the way, called Hinkle a vocal homophobe, there isn't a better pure tactical fit available for the U.S. team than Hinkle. Now, McCauley posits that Coach Ellis only invited Hinkle to try out to avoid a lawsuit. Nonetheless, the mere fact that Hinkle was invited to try out sent LGBT fans into conniptions with the usual complaints of feeling betrayed and hurt, and that someone with traditional religious views might dare represent the U.S. More rationally, some fans expressed concern about team chemistry. After all, as I already mentioned, Coach Ellis is gay, and team star Megan Rapinoe has posed without clothes on the cover of ESPN magazine with her girlfriend. Of course, chemistry isn't a problem for Hinkle's North Carolina Courage team. Coach Paul Riley and teammate Jessica McDonald both have stated publicly that Hinkle's faith has not negatively affected that team nor its play. Hinkle's saga is only the most recent evidence that American Christians need to develop a theology of getting fired, or if you happen to be in Hinkle's profession, a theology of getting cut from the team. It's simply more likely than not that we too will have to face a choice at some point between our career and our convictions. We aren't the first Christians who have had to face this choice, and thank God the choice isn't our life and our convictions, as it is for our brothers and sisters in other parts of the world. Jaelene Hinkle, well, she chose well. Will we? And look, before I leave you today, June 30, the end of our fiscal year is fast approaching. If you find that Breakpoint commentaries and our podcast help you think more clearly from a Christian worldview, please make a financial contribution before June 30th to the Colson Center. Just go to breakpoint.org, click on Give at the top of the page. Again, that's breakpoint.org, and click on Give. For Breakpoint, I'm John Stonestreet.